FIA F3 Championship that I contested in 2013 certainly set me up for where I am now as a racing driver. Incredibly tough championship, but I learnt a fantastic amount. And that close competitive racing that you have when I was 21 racing in the championship really set the foundations for my career as a professional racing driver. And driving at such a high level just really made you think about every aspect of being a professional racing driver, and that of course has got me to where I am today. Formula 3 is generally sort of known within the Formula 3 circle as the University of Motorsport, and it really teaches you everything from your driving technique, so from braking technique to lines, overtaking, race starts. You do 30 races a year, so you have an incredible amount of practice, and if you make one mistake in one race, it's okay, you've got 29 to go. So it gives you lots of opportunity like that. Of course, it's a very high level championship in terms of also the mechanical side, and because you can upgrade the car, do little tweaks with the aero, driver feedback is so important, and of course that's exactly the same in the FIA WEC. So learning about feedback, how to develop a car, was another huge part of that education, and obviously a huge part of being a professional racing driver. Of course, winning my home race at Silverstone, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. That was fantastic. I had some really close battles throughout the year, but yeah, every win and every podium was special. But certainly winning at Silverstone in front of the WEC paddock was fantastic, because I already knew I wanted to make my mark in front of those teams for the future. So that was definitely a good moment. I finished 5th in the championship, and the whole top 5 were really strong. And if you look at the guys now, like Raffaele Marciello, Alex Lynn, Felix Rosenquist, they're all going on to do great things. Tom Blomqvist, who finished I think 5th or 6th, is doing 6th or 7th, is doing a great job in the DTM. And there's lots of guys on the brink of Formula 1 at the moment. So yeah, it was really tough. But I guess Raffaele Marciello and probably my compatriot Alex Lynn were my 2 toughest rivals. It was really easy, I must say. A Formula 3 car and an LMP2 car have very similar power to weight ratios, and when I first tested the car at Aragon in October, I was a little bit nervous going into it because it's a much bigger car, much more power. But after 5 or 6 laps, I felt totally at home with it. That education that I had in Formula 3 just served me so brilliantly, and it was really easy to jump into, and I was quick straight away, and that was obviously important to make a mark with Jota to get the contract signed, and obviously went on to do some pretty special things over the last 3 years. Oh, it was a dream come true. I mean, to be associated with such a massive brand as Ford, coming back into the World Endurance Championship, coming back to Le Mans, for me to be a part of that was incredible, and also for them to put the faith in me to be driving a GT car for the first time. I'd won Le Mans in LMP2, I'd driven in LMP1 at Le Mans, but never driven a GT car, and so I was incredibly thankful for that faith that George Howe Chappell and Dave Perisac and all the guys at Ford put in me to give me this opportunity, and I'm doing everything I can to repay them.